Welcome back, everyone. I appreciate everybody being here today. I think I have what's going to be a great video for us. It is 21 weird things in Dutch supermarkets. Now, this is obviously a video directed towards me. It's going to be weird towards me, not for anybody living overseas. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because they might. Supermarkets do vary between countries, so it could be weird for lots of countries. So anyway, I'm blabbering. This is 21 weird things in Dutch supermarkets, and it's from Deanna and Phil. I don't know if you guys remember them or not, but they do wonderful work, and I enjoyed their videos. They're funny, they're goofy, they show you great things, and they do just an overall good job giving commentary, in my opinion. So yeah, let's hop into it. 21 weird things in Dutch supermarkets. Also, let me know down below before we get into this video, just in case. Let me know, what you agree with them, what you disagree, or if they missed something, let me know exactly what they missed. So anyway, let's hop into the video.
Living very close to the Netherlands, we find ourselves here often. As much as we love some of the delicious bitterballen or hanging out by charming canals, we also love to shop at a Dutch grocery store. So today we are showing some interesting, exclusive, and even weird things in a Dutch supermarket. Chocolate sprinkles. One of the first things that took me by surprise in a Dutch supermarket is the amount of chocolate sprinkles.
I was going to say, what's weird about that? We have chocolate sprinkles over here in the US, but I get it now. Look how many there are.
Sprinkles. There are so many varieties, even these smaller packs. What are these for? Are these to make your breakfast to go? Apparently not all chocolate sprinkles are created equal. These are often used for a popular Dutch treat called hagelslag. After everyone from the Netherlands telling us we must try this, we finally gave it a try.
We're trying real Dutch food here. Here we go.
With a nice
Sprinkles on toast?
White bread slice,
or bread, I should say.
And lots of butter, and then covered with these chocolate sprinkles. Honestly, this is way tastier than the cereal and oatmeal I ate for breakfast as a child.
Sausages in jars.
That's different. I've never thought about putting butter on bread and covered in sprinkles, but hey, that's different. Might give
this
it a try.
Is pretty normal to see in Germany. My wife still giggles at the floating wieners in a jar. They often come in glass jars or cans, and you have a nice visual of them in there. Pretty common in Germany, but I have to ask, do these Dutch sausages look bigger?
Fresh
I love
juice
these
machines.
guys, I swear.
I've seen this a few times in several countries, but most of the supermarkets we've been to in the Netherlands have this machine and empty bottles for the freshly squeezed orange juice and fruit juices. It's pretty awesome. I like the freshness and minimal preservatives.
Yeah, see, I'd never see that over here in the US because we like to promote things that are terrible for you. Hence why if you've seen any of my videos, from the last 2 years, I was fat. We would never have anything like that here in the States.
Potato variety. As a self-proclaimed potato expert and lover, the Dutch supermarkets are a potato eater's wet dream. There are so many packaged potatoes and all sliced and diced in different shapes, forms, curves.
See, that's crazy. Because if I didn't know, if you wouldn't have said potato, naturally I don't speak, I assume it's German, right? Like, is it just a variation in German? I wouldn't be able to read that ain't, I would have thought that was candy. If you wouldn't have told me it was potatoes.
Makes me want to rub some oil all over them. Sorry, yeah, but really, I'm very impressed and jealous of the amount of potatoes in Dutch supermarkets.
No doubt.
Licorice, aka drops.
Yeah.
These are so popular and I don't know why.
No, neither.
I am
Licorice
not
is
a
gross.
licorice person, but there are so many options in the Netherlands that people must love it, right? The internet says that these pyramid drops are the best ones. I don't know about that. We bought them to give them a try though.
Pyramids, we've never tried them before. So they're kind of harder than I expected, but they have this coating on top. We'll give it a try.
They're softer than I expected.
Yeah.
I'm used to really hard licorice from Germany.
It's also not as strong as a flavor. So yeah, these might be the best types of licorice
I'm
since
just
they're
not a
not as
licorice person.
potent
I've never liked
or
it.
strong in flavor as the other ones we've tried, right?
They're the best licorice because they taste the least like licorice. Woohoo!
Woo! The amount of spreads. Okay, so I thought Germany had a lot of spreads and things to put on bread with the amount of Fleischwurst and Quark, but the Dutch have brought it to an entirely new level. The refrigerated sections of the supermarkets are full of different types of spreads. Even the non-refrigerated sections are full of spreads as well. There are even some nice toothpaste-shaped tubes for an easier spreading experience.
I like that.
Vla.
See, I like that. I wish we would do more stuff like that over here. You know what I mean? It's just, for some reason, we just don't do that kind of stuff. We just do the highly, and I'm not saying that's not highly processed. It might be, I don't know. But we just like to do the highly processed, really bad for you stuff here. I'm really dogging
The
on the
dairy
US
product
in this video.
called Vla is the best thing ever.
Vla?
It's somewhere in between a custard, vanilla or chocolate sauce and a pudding that comes in these tubs or even cartons for easy access. There are a lot of flavors, but I personally love the Duo Vla. It's a mix of chocolate and vanilla all in one.
Every time we come
Sounds
to the
fantastic.
Netherlands, this guy gets some type of vla. Look at 2 different flavors in this one.
Double Vla, chocolate and vanilla. I am making that a tradition. This is very nice.
Meal packages. Okay, I love this next one. When I was working in the corporate America of the USA, I used a few meal prep delivery apps.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see that some of the Dutch supermarkets make their own version, like these packages here. There was such a variety of rice and couscous dishes. I like that it gives a new and easy way to make different recipes.
I know I keep stopping a lot, but that's kind of the point of it. It's commentary, just to, anyway. We actually have a Kroger supermarket 10 minutes on the road. It's right across the road from me at my work. And they have a sort of thing like this. It's its own little independent company, but you can go in there and get fresh meals like that for anywhere from $5 to $8. So I do like that aspect. So
Pancakes.
pancakes, the goat of
I
breakfast.
love pancakes from around the world, and there are a lot of pancake options in Dutch supermarkets. From these bottles
What was
and
that
boxes
thing?
with pre-made mixes, to frozen ones, to a variety of refrigerated pancakes ready to heat up and eat. There are even ready-made poffertjes, which are these smaller ones, or these flat pannenkoeken that I want to rub applesauce with cinnamon all over. There are just so many to choose from. If anyone has a good pancake restaurant or pancake recipe, I'm all ears. Dankjewel.
It's not quite lunchtime, but it's about to be lunchtime if you get my meaning.
Eggs that are not refrigerated. I know
I've
for
seen
the
that in the
average
German
American,
video.
this is so strange to see. Maybe I've been too Germanized, but at this point it's pretty normal to me. Plus, a majority of other countries around the world do not refrigerate their eggs. But something I'm still adjusting to are that they are in packs of 10 or 6 and not a dozen. And like in German
I get 'em in
supermarkets,
4
the
here.
colored eggs in the Dutch supermarkets means they've already been hard-boiled.
Bakery options. Like German supermarkets, the Dutch supermarkets often have some type of bakery section. Diana always buys a different brand of stroopwafel to bring home. I enjoy looking through and seeing the different snacks that are offered. I usually go for something savory like a frikandelbroodje. Even the German supermarket chains like Aldi and Lidl offer more of a Dutch variety here in the Netherlands. Maybe it's because I'm German, but I like to try the things that the Dutch supermarkets have to offer. It just feels a little bit more special to me.
I'm a
Cheese, please.
baked goods. I don't want to say the word. I love my baked goods. I just love them.
It's hard to mention the Netherlands without mentioning cheese. I'll let you in on a little secret. Phil and I often buy Dutch cheese, even when we're in Germany. Oopsie. And going to the Dutch supermarkets, there's always a decent variety of goat or cow cheese products. Even big bowls of cheese the size of a child's head. Look at this thing. Peanut butter options. So, being from the USA, I'm used to a large variety of peanut butter to fill the addiction. When I
Yeah.
moved to Germany, I was so sad because there are rarely more than 2 options available. Going to the Netherlands, it feels like home. I love to see the roasted peanut butter options, chunky and creamy options as well. We didn't know which
Chunky.
brand to
It's gotta
buy,
be
so we
chunky.
ended up going with this protein one for the gains. Now I want to make some PB&Js.
I love the
Peanut
taste of
and
peanut butter, but
spicy
you gotta have the
sauces.
texture with the chunky.
So, some Dutch dishes have been heavily influenced by Indonesian cuisine and flavors. We all know the colonialism history. Well, I guess a positive result of that is the amount of satay sauce, pinda sauce, and spicy sauzen here in the Netherlands. I literally have to cross a country border to get some spice in my life. If you ask for spicy in Germany, you'll be greeted with black pepper. But here in the Netherlands, there are some proper spicy sauces. We can even get this US brand of Frank's Red Hot
Frank's.
sauce here in the Netherlands. I love it.
Sauce variety. As a German, I really appreciate the variety of sauces in the Netherlands. There is this popular Joppie sauce that is awesome with fries. It is mayonnaise and curry spice based. My sister will request that we bring some back from the Netherlands every time. There are also so many garlic based sauces as well. And friet sauce too. If anyone has a sauce recommendation, let us know. We usually pick up a new sauce every time we go to the Netherlands. Frozen fried food. Yeah, the frozen section is where you get the good junk food of any country. I like to look at the amount of frozen options that differ from Germany, and there are plenty. There are a lot of bitterballen and frikandel options, even these toasties that look dangerously delicious.
They look amazing.
We're also tempted by the bitterballen and the frikandel, the frozen ones, but our drive is almost 3 hours, so that would defrost.
Before we continue, we need you to like the video and subscribe.
I'm very envious about that. My drive is only 3 hours and I'm a whole new country. If I drive 3 hours, I'm still in the state of Ohio.
Subscribe for more videos around the world. If you want to further support us, you can do that at patreon.com/DNNPhil, where we make additional monthly videos of behind the scenes, updates, and just parts that don't make it into our YouTube videos. And a shout out to our Soulmate tier Patreon members, Lauren Jared, Roger Lupka, Robin, and Parker Dopke. Thank you! Drinks and alcohol. The amount of drinks and flavors is always fun to look through. This Dutch brand of chocolate-flavored milk called Chocomel is something I see everywhere, and it kind of reminds me of Yoo-Hoo's and my love for those in college.
I was getting ready to say, is that like Yoo-Hoo? Because it wasn't in the refrigerated section. So I was getting a little nervous about that, but it reminds me, okay, if it reminds you of Yoo-Hoo, then yeah, okay.
The amount of strong beers is putting me on my booty just looking at it here. And on our last trip to the Netherlands, I was enticed by this peach lambic beer. After trying a lot of Belgian and Dutch beers, I've learned that I'm a big fan of lambic beers. I like the fruity flavors. Plus, I have a peach addiction, so this is perfect. Deposit machines. The Netherlands also has these machines in the supermarkets where you can return your bottles and cans. When you buy a bottle, there will often be a markup of the deposit, and you'll get that money back when you return your empty used bottles. Germany also has this system, and I've come to love it.
Why
Tax
don't we have
included
stuff
in the
like that here in
price.
the U.S.?
This is all for my fellow Americans out there. The
Merc.
taxes are included in the prices here. Whether it's fresh produce, baked goods, or even shampoo, the price that is stated on the product is the final price that you pay. It just makes more
I wonder what that's like. I walk up with a $5 bill, I'm like, ooh, that's $4.50. I can cover it. Wrong.
sense, and it's really good for budgeting. Card payment. In the Netherlands, card is king. There are many places that say card only, opposed to here in Germany where there are a ton of places saying cash only. So while in the Netherlands, I rarely need to use cash. Receipt. Also, you need your receipt to leave, or you're trapped. Some supermarkets in Germany do this as well, but I haven't seen it too often in the US. Maybe it's more in bigger cities. But you may need your receipt in order to leave some of the supermarkets in the Netherlands.
I've not
and
seen
those
that
are some of the
before.
grocery store
That is
items that
different.
we found interesting. The Hagelslag sprinkles are probably the coolest and cutest item to me. But let us know, what would you buy at a Dutch supermarket?
Basically everything they just showed off right there, especially the big wieners.
Dankjewel so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Oops.
Dang, they have a...
Oh, I love these guys. They're so good at what they do. And they do, like I said, to me, they do a good job talking about it and kind of giving you a good, explanation of what they mean without overstaying their welcome on that particular item. And I love what these guys do. So that was a really good video. And like I said in the intro, let me know if, they missed it or what all they may have missed, because obviously they can't show everything on here. And let me know if you agree with what they say. Let me know if in your country this isn't as weird, because for me in the U.S., only a couple of those I've really seen were things that we would actually typically deal with. Like, we have to have our receipt to walk out the door, but they don't sit there and not open the doors for you to open it up. It's just like, sometimes they got to check if you have an item out of a bag. If I grab this water out of the bag, they'd be like, oh, let me see your receipt, make sure it's on there. You know what I mean? But they don't, hold us in there like they did. So that was one of the weird things for me, but I get why they do it. It's a good idea. Make sure there's no thievery. So anyway, I highly enjoyed that video. Hopefully you guys did as well. And if you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Share the video with all your friends. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.